A lot of you are gonna graduate pretty soon. Most of you have a couple months to go, and the rest will graduate in a year or two. And graduation is a big deal. It was a big deal for me. It's a big deal for everyone. Because finally, when you get out of school, you can start being the person you dream to be. We have all these images, all these visions in our head, right? Some of them are that's okay. Some of them are being about being successful, getting that job. Some of them are being about being part of this company, getting that position, getting that money. And some of them are just, all right, hi again. We're back. Let's do this. Does this work? All right. And some of them are just about being something. And I know a lot of you don't want to admit this, but we all want to get that Prince Charming too, right? Right, girls? That handsome guy that we all want? We all want our happily ever after. Yep, that's the Prince Charming that I was talking about. We all want our happily ever after. Why do we have these dreams? Why do we have these visions in our head? A lot of them comes from our family, our culture, our society, and a lot of them comes from the media. And we know that. We know where they come from, but we still want to hold on to them. Because in these visions, we are more in the future. We are happier. We are successful, right? Our aim is, what is our aim? Our aim is to be happy. Somewhere along the way, somebody had told us that if we get everything that we want, we're going to be happy, right? I'm sorry to say, I don't want to pop anyone's bubble here, but that is not the case. Happiness is never about getting something. Ask anyone that you admire. Ask anyone that you think they got it all. Ask them, truly, are you happy? And the answer will be no. Because happiness is never about being something, getting something, having something. It's about being truly who you are. And today, that's what I want to talk about. I have realized if I change my perspective to these 10 things, I become more happier, more true to myself, and more successful. And here comes the lesson number 1. Stop visioning yourself being something and start doing something. Because if you find something that gives you pure joy, you're not happy in the future, you're happy now. It doesn't have to be something extraordinary. It could be ordinary, simple, basic. It just has to give you joy. We all want to control our lives. And we all want to predict our future. We want to predict our future to be successful, happy, safe. And that comes to lesson number 2. Stop controlling and stop predicting. Because you waste all this time doing these 2 things and they do no good. No good whatsoever. And I know you're trying to control it right now. You're thinking, well, you're going to get out of here and you're going to do that and do this. I see Deniz up there. She's predicting that she's going to get an A this semester, right? We do this constantly like this. Predicting, controlling. And it does no good. Let me tell you a story. Before I graduate, I got my first job. And I'm super excited. Finally, I get to be an architect that I dreamed to be. So I show up in my first day, and I'm pretty excited. And I'm thinking they're going to give me a project, right? I will get a good project. So I show up, and they gave me these 30 boxes, filthy, dusty boxes, filled with catalogs, brochures of all different kinds. And they kindly asked me, please clean them up and organize them. And at that point, I'm like, my reality is, I was going to be an architect. And my prediction is I was going to be an architect. And my reality, I'm a cleaning lady. I'm cleaning these brochures and I'm putting them in these files. And I'm thinking at that time, I don't deserve this. It had to give me a good project. So what I do, I start to control the situation. I think if I do a really good job, if I clean everything up and everything looks spotless, you know, they're gonna see what can I do and they're gonna give me the project, right? And so I clean everything up and I show them what I did. And you know what they gave me? They gave me more boxes to clean. And I'm like, at that point, my prediction is like, I'm a failure. I'm never gonna be an architect. But still, I stuck on what I'm doing. So months later, yes, months later, we are having lunch with my colleagues and they say me, they're talking about this project and they need this material to put on the facade of the building. They want it to be temperature resistance, resisting to rain, and durable to solar changes. But they want this material to be kind of soft, like a textile to it. And I'm listening to them like, I know that material because I cleaned that brochure and I put it in a file, and I know. So I went to archive, I get the brochure, and I'm like, is this the one that you want? And they look at it and like, yeah, thank you. You know what they asked me? They asked me, do you want to be part of this project? And I'm like, yes, hell yes, I am done cleaning brochures. So just think about it. All the energy that I did, controlling, predicting, what did it do to me? It did nothing. What gave me the job? Actually doing what's in front of me, actually reading that brochure and cleaning it and putting it in that file. So please, stop thinking about what should have happened and start focusing on what's in front of you. Because that will get you the job. That will make you more successful in the future. You have to let go what you think you should be. And you have to start on focusing who you really are. I know it's really easy standing up there and saying, yeah, you have to focus on who you are. It's not easy to find really who you are because we have these layers upon layers that was built by our families, cultures, society, and media. And it's really hard to dig deep and find out the core that who we really are. It's impossible. We have all these codes, and it's impossible to change them sometimes. But if you want a happier and more peaceful life, you have to do this. You have to change your codes. Let me tell you another story. So back in the day, one of my codes was I had to be successful. And at that time, I'm doing my master's degree in Chicago, and my school offers 3 students this high prestigious award that called Master Award of Excellence. And because I have this code, I'm like, I gotta get it. I gotta get that award. And it's not easy at that time because I'm going to school, I'm working as a TA, and I have another job. And I'm like, how can I do this? So basically what I did, as any architecture student does, I didn't sleep for 4 months and didn't eat, didn't do anything. So finally, I submit my project and I got the award. They handed me this piece of paper and you know what I felt like? It felt like exhaustion. I was so tired, I didn't even know what to feel. And I asked myself, why did I do that? Why did I put myself through this? Why did I push myself to my breaking point, to this piece of paper? Because my code was, I had to be successful. Not I want to be successful, not I desire to be successful. I had to be successful. So I went to a therapist and I said, I want to change my codes. And she told me, Merve, you're not a computer, you know that, right? And I'm like, of course I know. I'm not a computer, but I still want to change them. So I worked hard to changing these codes. And I thought, you know what I was going to find? I thought, success equals happiness, like everybody else. But no, the thing that I found was more devastating than that. For me, success was being worthy of alive. So let's think about this. If I'm not successful, I'm not worthy of living. So pretty much I'm depressed. So I worked a decade to change codes like this to be more happier. And today success is just success for me. Because whatever you get in life, position, money, success, they don't add up to who you are. They don't make you more. You are who you are. Those are experiences. You get to experience them, but they don't make you more. So during my time in my therapist, she said one thing that kind of stuck with me. She said, whatever you put in your soup, it is going to taste like that. And let's think about, what did I put in my success story? I put exhaustion, I put insecurity, I put doubt, I put sleeplessness, and at the end of the day, it tastes like those things. So you have to be actively thinking about what you are putting in your work and how you're putting it. Because if you put love, passion, enthusiasm, and joy into whatever you're doing, even though the final product is success or not, it's going to taste like those things. So you have to be actively involved in what you're doing and how you're doing it. Because that is going to change everything. And let's be honest, if you want to design a car, you should love driving it. Because we think in our head this image that we design, it's going to look pretty, it's going to look cool, we have this fancy car. The car experience is not about the look of the car. It could be a charismatic car, but still, it just looks of it. Driving is not like that. Driving is like when you turn on the engine, you feel the hum in your hand. And when you push gas, you know how the car acts and you experience that. That's the experience of driving. So whatever you're doing, you have to focus on every aspect of it, not just the look of it, but every small part, the system, the engine, the experience, and overall the design. That's the recipe for a good work. And you might think, where are we going to learn these things, right? You're going to learn these things from your professor, maybe people you admire, maybe from your colleagues. Of course, you're going to learn these things from these people. You're going to learn a lot from them. But in my personal experience, I learned a lot of the things that I learned from my teammates, from construction workers, from the guy who builds the wall, from the girl who does the plaster, from the guy who builds the floor. Because these people are doing this day in, day out. And you will never be like them. They're focused on the detail. And you will never have time to get deep in that detail. So you have to talk to them. You have to honor your team. You can learn a lot from them. So here comes the number 8. You have to be a team player. No matter what you do, you have to be a team player. And finally, you did all of these things. You focused on your team, you did everything right, and you have this product in your hand. It's time to let yourself be seen and be vulnerable. I know it's easy to say, it's not easy to be vulnerable. Even now, I'm still afraid of getting disappointment, getting bad critic. We all do that. It's not easy to be vulnerable. But if you let the fear of disappointment, failure, critic, to stop you showing up, to stop you doing what you love, you're going to miss so much in the world. You're going to miss so much in your lives. So you have to find a way to be okay being vulnerable, to be okay feeling excitement, feeling doubt. That's part of the thing. And last but not least, life isn't always about designing this, doing that, job, school, getting this, doing that. It's mostly about the ordinary. If you want to be happy anywhere, anyhow, you have to honor the ordinary. Honor the good book. Honor your friends, your family, your loved ones. Honor this good sight you're seeing. And be grateful of your breath. You're doing it every day, but it's something, right? So whatever you do, find a way to be okay being vulnerable and honor the ordinary. And I want to thank you, all of you, for having me here today. It has been an honestly extraordinary experience, and thank you so much.